Good morning, everyone. This is Diane Cisneros, and today is Diane Will Teach Me That. And this is the card I'm going to do today. I would use this for a graduation card, and on the inside I've made a little pocket and I've put a $100 bill, and congratulations. So I'm going to go through the papers and the products that I used. This is Island Indigo, and I cut it at 4 1/4 by 11, scored in 5 1/2. Then I used a piece of crumb cake, and I'm going to go ahead and put that on. And in case you're wondering how I decide on what colors I want to use, if you look up the designer series paper that you want to use and look underneath, it'll give you all the colors that are involved. So I'll show you in a minute which one I used. This is Riding Hood Red. This little crumb cake is a 1/4 inch smaller. This one's another 1/4 inch smaller, and this Riding Hood Red is Retiring. So if you like this color, you might want to stock up. So I'm going to stack that on there. And this is the designer series paper I used. I wanted a map because it's a graduation, go in the direction of your dreams. Fanfair, and I'm going to put it on the front of the card. And again, Island Indigo, Crumb Cake, and Riding Hood Red are all in, and they all coordinate with this designer series paper. Okay, so then I'm going to show you the stamp sets I used. For the saying, I used, let's see, Go in the Direction of Your Dreams. This is a two-piece set, two-package set. This is called Wordplay. This is the stamp I used. And what I did was I just stamped it with the Island Indigo, and I cut it out as small as I could without touching the words. Then I set it down on a piece of Island Indigo and cut around it. So there is no measurement for this. I also stamped it one more time so that I could, in red, in the Riding Hood Red, so that I could get a red arrow. And I'm going to take a little piece of dimensional and put it on the back. That's what the edges are for. They're for these little things. And then I'm going to put it right over the Island Indigo. Okay, so then I'm going to take this and I'm going to raise this up, give it a little dimension, and I'm going to set it right there. Okay, so I have gone ahead and stamped from the Open Sea. I've stamped with my Riding Hood Red, I stamped the globe, and then in the Island Indigo I stamped the ship. So I went ahead and cut those out, and I know people hate to cut things out because they're not as even, but what you can do is you can sponge around the edge and it'll look perfect. So I'm going to go flat with this globe, and I'm going to put it right there. And then I have my ship, and I want to raise that up. I stamped it in Island Indigo, and I went ahead and covered all my little mistakes. And I'm just going to put a couple here. Oh, jeez. My hands are so rough. Okay. And then I'm just going to set it there. And you see how using the dauber to go around the edge really gives it a good look. And the other thing I did was, I'm not going to do it because if I do, I won't be able to work on the inside and show you, but I used Crystal Effects and just lightly rubbed some of this until it covered the arrow. And then and this comes out very fast, so you just want to daub it on around the sails, and then I went across here a little bit on the water, and you can see that gives it a little shine. And here's the arrow with the shine. Okay, so on the inside, what I did was I took another piece of crumb cake and I went ahead and stamped congratulations with the Sassy Salutations. And that was pretty easy to do. Like I said, I don't put my stickers on my stamps because they stick better this way, but it was pretty easy to line up. And then, if any of you ordered the This and That kit, I thought it was kind of cool to put the date of the graduation on here and then just stamp it. I put the date and her graduation date. The other thing you could do is put it on the envelope if you decide to do that. On the inside, I'm going to teach you how to do this. Well, let me just set it over there. So I'm going to use, to make this little envelope, the Scallop envelope Bigz die. And I've already cut it out in Riding Hood red. And the first thing I'm going to do is pop this front back. I don't want this to show. So I'm going to fold that back. Fold these in. And then I'm just going to put a light row of adhesive on the edge and hold that down. And then if you get a little on here, you can use your eraser, which I cannot find right this minute. But anyway, that's how you do that part. And I will go ahead and stick it on there. I'm kind of a person that likes everything straight, but if you wanted to flip that around sideways, that would look good also. So now, you can see I've been practicing on the opposite side. I'm going to go ahead and put this in the card. So there's still plenty of room to write. I'm going to take my $100 bill and stick it in there. You could write up here. And there's your card. It is almost graduation time. We have about a month to get ready. So here's my... Diane will teach me that project for this week. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you again soon.